What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Periphery. Yes, indeed. How about that? Periphery making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity boobity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Childra, and this is actually Childra's prioritized request for the month of September for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Childra. Hope you enjoy the show. Childra wanted to see me react to this. It is Periphery with a tune called Wax Wings. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Periphery, okay? And the video has 1 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Periphery, Wax Wings, official audio. Wah, wah, wah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, there's that word official coming off of their official page. Yes, indeed. Look, you know what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to say it, all right? All I'm going to say is we're going to have to just wait and see what happens and hope for the best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
It feels so wrong.
time. Dust off your shoulders through it. Yeah, this is still life. Used to do it all the time. Sick of living low. I gotta let the feeling go. Painting the patterns I become within my eyes. Narrows fade, but lessons stay sow. And as the path we wander is shown, our hearts will grow. Beauty waves within the sound zone. Yeah, this is still life. Make it mine. Used to do it all the time. Dust off your shoulders through it. Make it mine. Used to do it all the time. Sick of living low. I gotta pick me off the floor.
I think it's 9/8, but not 100% sure. Let me. Nope. 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. It's 5/8. That's been the most interesting thing about the song, if I'm being honest. I mean, and that is interesting. It is. I like that section. The rest of the song, 4/4, pretty simple stuff. Nothing all that amazing, nothing all that impressive, but it sounds good. It does sound good. It is flowing well. It's pleasing to the ear. There's nothing about it that sticks out like a sore thumb. So that's good. Okay, for the purpose of good songwriting, they're doing everything right. I'm just not going to sit here and blow things out of proportion and go, oh, it's amazing. No, it's not. It's good work. It's solid work, but I'm not going to say it's amazing. Now, the 5/8 section, on the other hand, that's interesting. I didn't, number one, I didn't see it coming. They gave no foreshadowing to that at all. It just literally dropped on us out of nowhere, which was very effective. And then they made a groove. They made a groove. They came up with a repeatable pattern and they made it groove. It's not just, random nonsense all slapped together and pasted together with, super glue and hope. You know what I mean? No, it sounds structured. It sounds organized. It sounds like it's well thought out. They're not overdoing it, which is nice. So no, I dig it. I dig that part. I want to hear it again. Back to 4. That whole section was in 4. I love it. But they had some nice subdivision work, man. The kind of subdivision work that if you're not locked in, you can find yourself getting lost in very easily. A lot of upbeat accent work, especially. That was nice. That was nice. I dug that part for sure. That definitely raised the stock of the song overall as a whole. So let's see what else they got up their sleeves.
My style lay here as a product of the world I never leave. I can see my life is crashing down, it's been a while.
They got the 4 against the 3. I love it. I love it. 4 against the 3. They got that triplet feel, that 6/8 feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got that going in the piano. But if you listen very carefully to what's happening in the vocals are very straight. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and against the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I love it when bands do that. I love it when bands write songs with that 3 against the 4, and yet they make it line up and they make it work. It sounds easy in theory, and on paper it is, but to make it feel good, to make it feel meshed and blended and complementary, that's not always easy. I know a few bands that have tried and failed miserably to make that work. No, they're doing a great job of it. It sounds great. I like it. I like it.
Product of the world. My style lay here as a product of the world I never leave. I can see my life is crashing down, it's been a while. My mind is racing for a million miles. The machine is turning me. Just imagine the damage that's done when you fly with wax wings in the sun. The past is present and in denial. It's holding on like it's an infant child. The machines are turning me. The past is present and under denial. It's holding on like it's an infant child. The machines are turning me. The machines are turning me.
Now where we're gonna go? Probably nowhere. We're probably gonna end like this. Can't believe this song's almost 7.5 minutes long. It doesn't feel like it. I thought we had at least another minute to go. Nice song. Nice song. Really nice song. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Periphery with Wax Wings. This was a request from Childra, and this was actually Childra's prioritized request for the month of September for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, Childra. Hope you enjoyed the show. Yeah, this was a good listen. This absolutely was. Funny thing is, I would say about 2/3 of the way through this song, I had this score in my head, and honestly, it didn't move. It was there, and after the song was over, I started taking everything into account that I had heard, and I tried to get that number to move in either direction, up or down. Couldn't do it. The score was going, nope, I'm here, I've planted my feet, and I'm not moving. So I guess this is the score that it was meant to be. So let's get to that score, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.9. Yep, 8.9. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. First things first, an 8.9, what does that mean? Well, an 8.9 would translate to a great skill rating because overall, I think this was a great song. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and an A letter grade. Yes, an A. So there you go, an 8.9, great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. I'm going to be honest with you folks, about the first 2 minutes of the song, I was like, okay, well, it's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those songs that just goes on and really doesn't do anything or go anywhere. Okay, well, I mean, it sounds good. It sounds pleasing to the ear. It's got no issues, so I guess it'll be all right. I guess we'll be down in the 7s somewhere. And then out of nowhere, here came that 5/8 section. And I was like, whoa, wait, what is this? What is this? It's not 9/8. I think it might be 7/8. And I wasn't 100% sure. I wasn't able to lock into it right away. Now, once I went back and listened to it again, I was able to find the 5 really easily. It was, okay, all right, there it is, 5/8. Perfect, no problem. Okay. That threw me for a loop. It did. I had to go back and listen again just to be sure. You know, I was kind of taken aback by that. It caught me off guard, took me by surprise, a very pleasant surprise. And the thing is, they made it work. It wasn't 5/8 in a way that stuck out like a sore thumb. It wasn't 5/8 in a way that was, just slapped in there just for the sake of complexity. No, they made it groove. They made it work. They made it fit within the context of the song. So that's even better. And then coming out of it, they went into a 4/4 section, but with some really nice subdivision work and some really nice accent work within those subdivisions to give it the illusion that we're not in 4/4. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Go back and listen to it again. Really focus on staying in 4/4. And I promise you, it lines up perfectly. So, yeah, it's 4/4, but with some amazing subdivision work and accent work to really kind of throw you off a bit. Then we went into this next section where you had the 6 going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But at the same time, we had in the vocals a very straight ahead. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and just very straight ahead. So we had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and going against each other, but not exactly. We had the 3 against the 4, yes, but they were very complementary of each other. They could exist on their own, but together they sounded even fuller, greater than the sum of their parts. And I love it when bands are able to pull that off. You would not believe how many bands I've heard try, and it never really blends. I mean, it works. The 3 and the 4, it'll work, and they'll line up every third measure of 4 or every fourth measure of 3, take your pick. You know, it all lines up and ends at the same spot. But very rarely do you hear it with, well, not very rarely, but you know, but it's not commonplace. It's not just accepted that, oh, you will put the 3 against the 4 and it'll work. No, it won't. Not always, you know. Like I said, a number of times I've heard it where it'll line up, but it doesn't mesh, it doesn't blend. There aren't too many bands that can make that happen as smoothly as this band did. So, I mean, the first band that comes to mind with me is Soilwork. They're notorious for it, making the 3 and the 4 just mesh against each other, but they blend so well. One of my favorite bands to do it, and these guys are definitely along that realm of being able to make it mesh and make it complementary. And then we discovered that we weren't actually in 4, we were actually in 6/8. After the vocals switched their gear to accommodate the 6/8, it became very obvious that, okay, we're at 6/8. Very obvious we are now, especially once the drums fully kicked in, and showed us that they were in a 6/8 pattern as well. Very nice, very well done. I'm glad they ended the way they did. I didn't see the ending coming because 7.5 minute long song. I didn't mention that it was a long song, but I did see it. But we were coming up on the ending, and I was getting ready to pause. I was like, okay, we're probably at about the 6 minute mark. No, we only have 30 seconds left. That's a good sign with me. When time flies on a longer song and it feels shorter than it actually is. Like I said, I thought we were at the 6 minute mark. No, we were at the 7 minute mark and wrapping things up. I wasn't ready for that. I swear I thought we were only at the 6 minute mark. So time flew by, which for me, it's kind of a big deal because that shows without question that I was having fun with this. So I absolutely enjoyed this. The chordal progression made sense. I'll be honest, at times it did get a little repetitive. I think that's where the time signature changes really came into play, like that 5/8 section. That really helped. It really helped because I'm going to be honest, before we hit that 5/8 section, I was starting to go, okay, it's going to be one of those droning songs that just drones on and on and on. And I'm trying to imagine a 7.5 minute song going like that for 7.5 minutes. I would have probably lost my mind on this song if that had been the case. No, this song absolutely relied on those time signature changes and on those plays and feel. The meshing of the 3 against the 4, going into 6/8. Yeah, I mean, without these additions to the song, if it had just been 4/4 the entire time and just following this chordal progression the entire time, I'm gonna be honest with you folks, I would have been bored out of my mind, and this song I would have absolutely torn to shreds, because instead of feeling like 6 for a 7.5 minute song, it would have ended up feeling like 9 or 10 for a 7.5 minute long song. And at that point, I'm bored. It's dragging. I can't wait for it to be over. And I would have absolutely torn this on to shreds had that been the case. But no, it's a great tune. Some great application of theory, some great application of time signature changes, application of time signature changes, and meshing of the 3 against the 4. Some fantastic subdivision work and accent work in that one section after the 5/8 section. And then, like I said, the 3 against the 4 going and blending into a perfect 6/8. I was really, really impressed with that. I really was. It made the time fly by. Great song. I got no issue with it whatsoever. 8.9. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.9, which is a great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later, peace.